Tonight, first Paula, then Simon, now say goodbye to another idol judge. Why Ellen DeGeneres is leaving the show after just one season of dishing out the critiques. Shot by cell phone. See the shocking video yourself as police say a local sex offender gets caught red-handed.
Disgusting. That's all I could say. It's very disgusting.
It's surveillance video that will have you checking over your shoulder the next time you hit the stores. And if you've been looking for great deals on Craigslist, you could have been helping Fox 12's Most Wanted.
It certainly is a great avenue for a criminal to get rid of stuff quickly.
Only on 12, how police say a thief was climbing the criminal ladder. But first, emotional struggles as Kyron Horman's parents deal with frustration and pain.
I feel guilty because I wasn't here to protect him.
Why Kyron's dad says he blames himself for his son's disappearance. First on Fox. Good evening, thanks for joining us. I'm Wayne Garcia. Shauna has the evening off. And first on Fox tonight, it's been 56 days, 56 nights since little Kyron Horman was last seen. And tonight his parents are wearing their emotions on their sleeves. This week, Kane Horman told Willamette Week about his inner struggles, what he's had to deal with regarding his decision to marry Terry Horman and his belief now that she had something to do with Kyron's disappearance. KBTV's Mark Hanrahan is live in News Control tonight with the latest. Mark?
Well, Wayne, this latest interview with Kane and Desiree has a different tone, and when you listen to it, it is clear both are struggling with the guilt they feel, saying they weren't there to protect their son when he needed them the most.
All of us feel guilty to a certain degree.
Just 1 day shy of the 2-month anniversary of Kyron Horman's disappearance, and tonight we're getting a closer look at the emotional struggles Kane and Desiree are dealing with.
I feel responsible. I feel guilty. It's my job to protect him. I'm supposed to be there for him. I was there for him, and someone got past and got him on my watch.
That's our job, is to protect our son, and I feel like I failed.
The comments came during an interview with the Willamette Week newspaper. Kane says he's trying to turn the guilt he feels into something positive by searching for his son. And Desiree talks about counseling to deal with the stress.
I've been told by my counselor it's very healthy and normal. It doesn't feel normal, it doesn't feel healthy, but, you know, I feel guilty because I wasn't here to protect him.
Since day one, they've tried to keep the focus of the story all about finding Kyron. But the story has become more than just about a missing boy. Even though she has not been named as a suspect, both Kane and Desiree have said they believe Kyron's stepmom, Terry, was somehow involved in his disappearance, something that weighs heavily on Kane.
I'm very emotional about it. It's not right. It shouldn't have happened. We all trusted her.
Just this week, investigators said the tips continue to come in, and so far they've received about 3,500 leads. But after 2 months of searching and investigating, there is still no sign of Kyron. Tonight, his father says he would do anything to bring him home.
And I wish there was anything I could do to take his place in any way, shape, or form. My life to get him back, it doesn't matter. I would do anything. I would give anything.
Well, to listen to more of that interview, log on to WWeek.com. By the way, Kane and Desiree are planning a press conference scheduled for tomorrow morning at 11, and we'll bring that to you live tomorrow on Midday Oregon. For now, reporting live in News Control, I'm Mark Hanrahan, the 10 o'clock news.
Detectives are looking for more tips and information in their case, and their tip line, of course, is still open. If you have any information that could help bring Kyron home, call the number you see right there on your screen. Well, investigators say they busted a registered sex offender taking cell phone video under women's skirts at a Target store. And it was all caught on camera, and you have to see the surveillance video to believe just how bold this suspect was. Detectives say this is 22-year-old Matthew Navi in a local Target store, taking pictures with his phone. Investigators also searched his home, and there they say they found child porn on his computer. KPTV's David Wilson has the story.
Here is almost unbelievable video of what police say is a very gutsy Matthew Navi shooting cell phone upskirt video of unsuspecting women at a Sherwood Target store.
Hi.
People at Matthew Navi's Sherwood home refused to speak to Fox 12 today, immediately closing their front door. But some neighbors had plenty to say. Off camera, 2 people told Fox 12 they had been warned to keep their children away from Navi, while others who live nearby say they did not know the man is a registered sex offender.
We were very, very surprised. We had no idea.
Neighbors say Navi lives in the Sherwood home with his mother, wife, and child, and that until his arrest, they assumed them all to be nice people.
There's so much going on in this world today, a world where people are just very confused and have issues. And I'm very sympathetic to that.
Police say over the past couple of weeks, Target security caught Nevi on camera at this Sherwood store, brazenly using his cell phone to shoot video up the skirts of women. And then yesterday, police say Nevi returned to the store, and after security called officers, police arrested the man. Investigators say they also confiscated his computer, where detectives found images of child pornography.
Disgusting. That's all I could say. It's very disgusting.
People who shop at Target say they're concerned their teenage daughters could be victims.
As a mom, it freaks me out, and I'm also a school teacher, so it freaks me out even more.
I think it's kind of depraved. I mean, you know, if the dude really wants to see pictures like that, all he has to do is just get on his computer. You know, there's no need to violate girls wearing skirts in here.
David Wilson, the 10 o'clock news.
Well, police say Nevi now faces charges of encouraging child sex abuse, as well as 4 counts of invasion of a person's privacy. If you think you may be a victim in this case, make sure you call Sherwood Police. A Longview man accused of cashing stolen checks is under arrest tonight after being caught on camera running from police. Longview police caught Thomas Cecil last night while he slept in a locked storage unit. Take a look at this surveillance video now from last week. You can see an officer in plain clothes chasing the man. The detective grabbed Cecil through the open door, but then was dragged nearly 60 feet before letting go. Cecil escaped then. The officer had minor injuries, but now he's in jail, faces several charges, including assault, fraud, and identity theft. Only on 12, detectives arrest Fox 12's most wanted for stealing a ladder. But it didn't stop just there. They think he also may be responsible for a string of other thefts in Washington County. Kevin Gilman is out on bail tonight, but deputies say they've tied him to at least one theft case. KPTV's Brent Weisberg, live with more on the story you'll see only on 12. Brent?
Well, the latest theft happened in this quiet Northwest Portland neighborhood, and the people who live here say not only did Gilman steal their property, he also stole their sense of security while he made a quick buck for himself.
Just feeling violated, you know, because you just don't expect, have anything stolen.
It's a double whammy for this painter and carpenter.
Just seething anger.
Scott Fairbairn's blood boils after 2 of his expensive ladders are stolen right off of his property just days apart.
The guy had separated out the different ladders to choose the most valuable one.
Scott says one of the ladders is worth several $100s, and he uses it while on construction jobs.
That's part of what I need to survive. That was $700 worth of equipment that I can't easily replace right now.
But Scott won't have to replace both ladders. Deputies say he'll get at least one back after he spotted the suspect driving around with his ladder.
It didn't make sense for that kind of vehicle to have a ladder like mine on top of it.
Scott recognized the stolen ladder while talking with his neighbor. That's when he acted quickly.
I walked into the middle of the street, I held my arm out and, straight out like this, and I said, "That's my ladder, you stole my ladder."
Washington County deputies arrested this man, Kevin Gilman, in connection with the case.
It's very brazen, and I don't think he thought of any of the ramifications of his behavior. He was just out to serve his own need.
Whatever that need might be, detectives say they suspect Gilman is responsible for not only stealing Scott's ladder, but several other recent thefts. They say he then tried to sell some of the stolen items on Craigslist.
It certainly is a great avenue for a criminal to get rid of stuff quickly.
Again, Washington County detectives suspect Gilman is responsible for stealing other things, including ladders and musical equipment. Reporting live tonight in Northwest Portland, Brent Weisberg, the 10 o'clock news.
Another one of Fox 12's most wanted is under arrest tonight, accused of passing fake $100 bills around Seaside. And we have this very unusual picture of the suspects here. Police say that Jorge Sanchez and 3 others in the picture brought those bills to Seaside almost 2 weeks ago and may have even used that money to get this picture taken. They arrested Sanchez and held one of the women. The other 2 in this picture are still on the run. More than 25 years after a murder in Northeast Portland, police have made an arrest in that cold case. Detectives and U.S. Marshals arrested Frederick Ritchie this morning in Gresham. He's charged with 1 count of murder in the death of Frances Waits. Now, she was stabbed to death at her home back on 24th Avenue on March 23, 1984. The Oregon State Police Crime Lab reported a DNA hit to detectives in 2009, and investigators followed up, leading them to Ritchie. A TriMet bus driver is back behind the wheel tonight after letting his anger out online over a local bicyclist. Dan Christensen titled his post on his personal blog, "Portland Killed This Bicyclist." It was about a bike rider who he believes nearly caused a crash on Southeast Hawthorne Boulevard. Well, his post was quickly taken down, but the driver was put on paid administrative leave. TriMet does confirm he's now allowed back to work tonight, but he still could face additional discipline. The daughter of a couple who believes in faith healing rather than traditional medicine is now getting treatment for a serious eye condition. Tim and Rebecca Weiland belong to the Followers of Christ Church. The state took custody of their 5-month-old daughter, Alana, earlier this month after receiving a tip that she needed medical care. She's now in foster care and finally being treated for an abnormal growth over one eye. Her parents face charges of criminal mistreatment. A juvenile court judge says he will decide tomorrow whether the child can return home.
Live from Fox 12 Oregon, this is Breaking News.
And we are following some breaking news right now as more than 1,000 homes are being evacuated north of LA in California. These are live pictures you're looking at right here. It is an out-of-control wildfire that's threatening homes, and at least 2 buildings have burned so far. It's going over Palmdale area northeast of LA. Firefighters are scrambling to try to get the flames under control after that fire jumped over a lake that had been keeping it semi-contained. So far, more than 7 square miles have burned. The fire is being driven by heavy brush and dry grass in the area. We will continue to follow this breaking news. We'll bring you the latest updates as we learn more.
Hi there, I'm Sophie Stone filling in for Mark Nelson tonight, and our fire danger isn't high right now, all thanks to some pretty mild conditions, and temperatures will be milder still for the weekend. But first, let's take a look at some current temperatures outside. 69 degrees in Portland right now, 70 in Vancouver, still pretty warm in Troutdale at 70 also, Aurora at 73, 69 for Hillsborough. Compare that to our high temperatures today. It was a great summer day, 81 in Portland, 82 in Vancouver. Overnight lows tonight dipping down in the 50s for Hillsborough, so it'll be a mostly clear, cool evening. 56 for Vancouver and 58 for Portland. Now, in your 7-day forecast, we're going to talk about more mild conditions coming up in just a few minutes.
The 10 o'clock news is just getting started.
Diagnosed with terminal brain cancer, she just wanted to know what it was like to celebrate the wedding she'll never have.
To me, it's pretty amazing that she's touched so many lives.
Only on 12, the heartwarming story as local business owners pitch in to give her a party fit for a princess. Trying to repair his tarnished image, admitting he lied to police and Ducks coach Chip Kelly. Hear the untold story of Jeremiah Masoli. You can count up those critical violations even with 2 hands. See how raw meat and seafood landed a local chain in tonight's Dirty Dining. Dangerous toxins could be in your neighborhood right now. We will show you how you can track them down. Plus, things are cooling off a little for the weekend. KPTV's Sophie Sung will let you know how much in your first live local forecast.
You're watching the 10 o'clock news. First, live.